wet that,
No, that's fine.
and then you make a little sausage of your paste and stick that on. Right, and you need to wet your pasta because I found if you don't wet it, it just peels off when you're trying to roll your paste. Oops.
So can you use your glue or will you just wet it?
Oh, either or, doesn't really matter. I use glue.
Right.
Alright, so flatten it. Oh, we're off. We've
That's
gone.
up. Alright.
So you
Just
got
gotta
time
do
to
the
wait.
needle. Pause.
Start again.
All I did was chuck the antler on the...
Yeah, alright. I'm just working on something else now, so I'll just finish that and put him aside.
Well, the little big fruits are pretty much the same sort of concept, aren't they?
Sorry?
Denise, sorry, if
Yep.
you cut again, Denise, send the link to Phyllis.
I didn't send it individually to Phyllis because I don't have her on my Facebook. But I
Oh,
posted
okay.
it on the Facebook page. Yeah, if you could forward that. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, it'll be on our Facebook page.
Yeah, all right, cool, I've got it. No, thanks, sorry.
Glass bowl things.
Interrupted.
Great idea. No, all good. We just
Alright,
have to
so
watch
we're-
when she comes in. She might pop up as admit.
Alright, so we're right?
Yep.
So how far did we get with the antler?
All on the spaghetti.
All on the spaghetti and you flatten it.
Well, the ovals long. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we
that's
make it
nothing
flat.
for the spaghetti. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Flatten it.
Flatten it. And then
Right, yeah.
cut, basically cut it in thirds.
Third.
Alright.
So the hand technique.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And then you, I cut my nails, so I've got no nails to get in there. So you push down and just shape it. I won't muck around with it now. So just keep flattening and shaping
Yeah.
until you get that shape. Alright?
Okay, yep.
And then when you've basically got that shape, just squeeze it in so you've got a narrow spot for the where it goes into the head, and then
Like
just
that.
trim it off if it looks like it's too long.
It looks like a chicken's foot.
Oh, chicken's foot's got more claws than this, hasn't it? Oh,
Sorry, I was just looking to see if Phyllis had
all
come
right. Okay, so put that aside to dry. Okay, now we're going to work on the body. I've done one previously. I've prepared one earlier. Alright, so it just sits, hardens up. I've got a little bit of Tylose in that. Right, now I'll show you a technique. I've been watching Zoe's Fancy Cakes, and she's got some really good tips
I
on.
love her. I think she's
Yeah.
cold water or something?
No, thank you. No, thanks.
Right. This is a smaller version, but you roll into a cone shape. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And with your tool, your Dresden tool,
Your what tool?
Dresden,
Pointy bendy.
pointy bendy bit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I need one.
You got one of them.
Mine's broken.
Yeah, that's why I've got this one, and the dog's chewed it. So it's Tanya's. So do a central line. Can you see the central line up there?
It looks like a back crack.
Can you see it?
Butt crack.
Yeah, do a butt crack up the front.
Isn't too soft.
And then on either side of that,
Did we lose one?
do another one, but you don't go all the way up. You actually, how can I show you?
Hold on a sec. I think, Dawn, have we still got you? No, I think we lost Dawn.
Lost that.
Got Tracy. Right, so can you see I've used the Dresden tool and halfway up the body I've brought it down and curved it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And then you, for the top bit, because this is your side legs, your hind legs. All right, and this alleviates having to make spare legs, you know, side legs. All right, so you see how that's dented there.
And the other camera.
Yep.
All right, so they're your legs. So you do just smooth it out a little bit. All right, I'll quickly do the other side.
You back with us, Dawn?
No, she's gone again.
I just admitted somebody.
I've
I
got
don't know who it
Phyllis.
is.
Yeah, hi, I'm back.
You're back. All right, so you end
Hello.
up with that type of shape. All right. Now what I did on this one here, because I'm going to put hooves on it, I just put a little dent underneath. All right, to fit the hooves in.
Show me that again. Yeah, I missed that.
And see where the
Yeah.
at the bottom, so at the
Yep.
base of each shape, I just pushed in the other end of the Dresden tool so that the feet, the hooves, can fit under that. All right.
Yeah.
Now, because he's got a longish body, right, what I did then was just thumbed and fingered to make his neck a little bit longer. All right?
Yep.
Okay. That's going to be his head. So this is the one I prepared earlier. What I found, this one here, his body was too narrow and he keeps falling over. Once I put his tail on, he was okay, but he's a bit unstable because of his head that size. All right, so that's one that I've done and it's set hard, well, nearly. So then it won't squash when I put his head on.
It's just been into the booze.
Sorry?
He's just been into the booze, that one.
Yes.
It's Christmas cheer.
Yes. Now we're going to do his hooves. So all they are the wrong colour. So his hooves are a little bit lighter than his horns. Alright, and all they are 4 little circles. Okay? So you roll them out.
Oh.
This is
4 little circles, do you mean 4 little balls?
balls, yes, sorry, 4 little balls.
And they're all the same size?
Yep. But mine aren't at the moment.
Don't get.
Alright. So what you do then is you put a bit of glue where you made those little indents. Put your glue. Stick your hooves on. Alright?
Yep.
Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah.
And then put it on your solid base and squash them so it sits. Alright, and then with your little palette knife, what's that saying? Dawn entered the waiting room.
Does it say admit?
Admit. Oh! You there, Dawn? Right, so with your tool, you just indent at the front to give him his
Toes.
toes. It's got to say his bum cracks on his toes. Plumber's crack. Alright?
Two-toed hoof.
He's a two-toed hoof. Like the
What are they called?
purple people eater.
What's it called, Doug? Two-toed hoof? Cloven.
Oh, I was going to say camel toe, but anyway, we'll just leave it at that.
We hope he hasn't got camel toe.
Nah, I'm right. I'm good. Alrighty, now we're going to shape the head. And I'll just keep a couple of bits for the ears.
Oh, mine look cute. Can you guys see me or not?
You can?
Did she make one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
You're clever there, Lou.
Done well.
Getting there. We're getting there. Wow, I'm all sorts of clever. So I'm not just a one bag girl. Here's my Santa too.
Alright.
Santa. She's showing you her Santa.
Oh, cool.
Good job, Lou.
Yeah, cool.
Wendy,
Yep.
Wendy, can I have a look at the feet again, the hooves, please? Can you show them a bit closer? My internet keeps dropping out. Almost. Down a bit. Down. Oh yeah, okay, thank you.
Oh, you're off screen on my bit here, but anyway.
Yes, I got.
Yeah, I think I just sort of caught them.
Alright. So with the head, a circle. And then halfway through, you push in your finger to cause
That
like
finger tool again.
that finger tool.
That finger tool again.
Yeah. Index or middle, whichever one you want to use.
From here, he looks like a beautiful koala.
Alright.
He looks lovely.
I could fluff his ears.
So you turn it into something like a bean. See how you've indented in the middle there? And given it that sort of shape. Alright? And you can make the head as big as you want, depending on, how clowny you want him to be. Alright, stick a little bit of pasta in your glue and stick it on the top through the body. Alright?
Oh yeah.
Then you put a little bit of glue on that and put his head on. And depending on whether you want it tilted or whatever. Alright?
Yeah. Can you show me the head bit? Oh, like that. Okay.
Head stuck on like that.
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to put in the little sockets for its eyes. Alright, so you work out where you want the eyes. Alright, they've only got small eyes, or well, I mean, if you want to look at cartoony, you can make bigger eyes. Alright? With this one here, he's actually got little creases on either side of his eyes. So using your knife, palette knife, you put in your creases. I don't know whether you can see them, can you?
I've got to put them on me. Yep.
Alright. Alright. He also has a mouth, so on the centre between his eyes, you put in a little indent for his lip, top lip. You can see that. And then using your palette knife, just put a straight line across. And if you want him to have little chubby cheeks, using the flat end of your Dresden, flat end of my Dresden. Lost my Dresden, right in front of me. Right, you can put in some indents to give him a smiley face, alright?
No, the
Oh,
gloss.
What do you want?
The gloss. Just for a second, thank you. Show yours.
Okay, so now we're going to do, we can leave it that sit there. No, I'll do his eyes. So they're dark brown, so little balls. And work out roughly how big you want them. Too big. And if you wanted to, you could actually make eyes like this one here, if you really want to go to the bother of making a big eye like that. You see that one? Right, but then again you've got to make your sockets bigger and they're just a little bit more work. So it depends on how much you love the person that you're making the cake for.
I'll remember that if we ever get anything from you.
Yep. Love you lots. His eyes are closed. Alrighty. So we'll stick those in.
Get out.
Alrighty, so there's his eyes. And he's got little eyebrows as well. So with that tool again, just work out where you want to put in little indents, okay? Now we can work on his ears. And this one he's got dark. Now he's got dark inserts in his ears. See that? Alright.
Yep.
So we roll out a little bit of paste, the same colour as his body. Work out roughly how big you want his ears. Turn it into a teardrop. See that? Little teardrop.
Yep.
So you get two balls the same.
Oh,
Roughly.
the eyelid's falling out.
Have you glued it?
Yeah, but it's sticking to me too.
Well, use your brush.
Got it.
Pick it up with your brush, your glue brush,
Yeah, got it.
and use that.
He's starting to look like a frog.
It'll be different when he's got his nose on.
Okay.
Right, now with the insert, you do another little teardrop. A little bit smaller than the original.
Just like a
And then, oops, no.
Just
You press it in on the top. You see that? And flatten it a little bit.
Yep.
And with your Dresden tool, oh, let me get the other one.
Just know which one you're talking about.
Right, then what I do is I put them in the palm of my hand, and if you work them both together, you can roughly make them look the same. So with your Dresden tool, you're pressing in the centre and shaping it, flattening it out and blending in the two. Alright, you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Phyllis, I hope you're taking notes on this.
I am writing lots of
Oh, are you?
Lie. You want to see my pages of
Oh, I've leant on that and I've misshapen it.
send them. You can forward them on later, Phyllis. I'm just trying to keep up. I'm a
Alright.
slow decorator. I never keep up with you. I've hardly played with any paste for God knows how long, till Linda's AGM last. When we had our mini competition. Had to do some biscuits and cupcakes.
Alright.
Mine doesn't look anything like a goddamn reindeer.
Right. Because I flattened it when I spoke to Phyllis or showed you.
Blame Phyllis.
Yeah. They're a little bit different. So you can see how they're both roughly the same.
Yep.
Right. With the pointy end, well, what I do is I like to put the glue on.
Is that my Dresden tool?
Is that a good
Yeah,
tool?
like,
What? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
No, that's all right.
Put a little bit of
Someone
glue
needs
down
that.
the side, and then it's as you're working on your stuff, it gets really tacky. So at the pointy end, you squeeze it in. See that? Oh, God.
Yep.
That's the pointy end. You squeeze in with your finger, and you also,
Yep.
and then at the other end, you squeeze that as well. So you've got a longer bit where that's going to stick to the head, and a shorter bit
Oh,
at the end of his ears. So you've got a bit of shape, and then you can stick it on his head. These ears are a little bit too big for him, but they'll still look cute.
I don't think anything's going to make mine look cute.
Alana. A glass of wine. That's
That was Dawn, wasn't it?
Oh, the
Thank you.
I'm
You
sorry.
just put it next to mine.
Like Alana. Alana's internet was rubbing out too, so it must be.
Mine looks like a freaking alien.
There we go, look at that. It looks like, what's that?
So,
What's that
better than mine.
Star Wars character?
Yoda.
Yoda.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, Yoda. I can show you how to make Yoda. Christmas Yoda.
I'd love to make a Christmas
So,
Yoda.
Wendy,
Sorry?
Wendy, sorry, when did you, how did you test the ears?
Sorry?
Poke a hole in?
Sorry?
Come
Did you
here.
poke a hole in for the ears? Or did you just stick them on?
Oh, no, I just stuck them on.
Okay, thank you.
He's bragging.
Alrighty, now, the antlers go just above where the ears join. Alright, so with a tool,
Jesus.
He won't help.
I don't have a Jesus tool.
I don't think he was a tool.
Oh,
I was watching a program last night and they reckon there was another Messiah before him. So he was the second
Yeah, well,
Messiah.
nothing's going to help my reindeer.
All right, so on either side of the head,
Holy shit.
Maybe they were right. Maybe we've been following the wrong Messiah.
Well, I'm cooking this gas here.
all right, so you've stuck holes in his head,
Oh, Kathy.
Sorry,
all right?
can't stop it. Put it between your legs and muffle it.
And that's why you,
Can't it muffle it?
that's called a muffin.
Oh, you could answer it. That'll muffle it.
It's a message.
Right, so at this stage, this is why it's a good idea to have your antlers dry. You
Yeah.
stick them in.
Only Telstra.
Oh, it squashed my head.
Mute it. Get all your fox. Oh, I never thought of that.
Oh, Wendy, that's so cute.
Oh, no.
Love him.
Right, now we're
Show the other
going to...
camera.
Oh,
They'll be
sorry.
looking at it later and they'll forget.
Oh. All right, now he's looking like a reindeer.
Like yours is.
Right, with the nose, ball, and then just roll it gently after you've got your ball shape to make a bit like a tic-tac. All right?
Yep.
Glue on his, just above his little nose crack, bum crack, top lip crack, whatever you want to call it.
Now.
Yeah, and then
Oh, too big.
stick on his nose. All right? So that's him.
Don't forget his nostril.
No, he doesn't have nostrils.
Arms and legs or anything.
He suffocates.
Otherwise you lose points. How the hell does he breathe?
Right. Put him aside to dry. All right? And then...
Thank God you guys
Oh,
can't see mine.
look. He's cute.
I'm clever.
Alrighty. Now, this is edible art white paint. Alright?
Oh, you've got some of that heat.
Well, if you haven't got any, just use a little bit of royal icing.
Now, what's some of that heat?
Alright.
Okay, stuff. I've got some of that stuff.
Alrighty, so I just dip it in. You can use a toothpick or I've got this gadget here. Who's coming in? Oh, why did...
Me, trying to come in on my laptop again.
Oh, okay, well I've just admitted you.
Thank you.
She's got two devices on.
Oh, okay.
You've got to push
I
the
just took
button.
it off.
The meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay, well I've finished now anyway, but when it's dry, this is the easiest to do. Did I put his eyes? Yes, I did.
What do we do? Eyes.
When he's dry, you can put in your little accents, alright, and paint his nose and whatever, and yourself. Alright, so can you see his little dots?
Yeah.
So dots in his ears, on his antlers, and also on his hooves. Alright? So ears, antlers, and hooves. Ears,
Oh, hooves, yeah.
okay, and his eyes. Alright,
Hooves, please.
sorry,
Nice sad event. Hang on.
what was
Have a
that?
look at this for a sad reindeer.
I can't see, Dawn.
Can you slide to the left or
Oh,
right?
left or right, hang on.
See him?
Oh, he's got a real smiley face. Look.
Yeah, I had to push his mouth up.
What I would do on him is bring his ears up.
Up.
He looks like he's got
Tilt him up.
a condition called drop ear. So bring the base up.
Oh, so put him up higher on his head.
Yeah, so they meet the base of the antlers. Oh, answer Craig coming in. Hello, Craig.
Oh, I can't make him go away.
Craig, go away,
Decline.
darling.
Do a
I
decline.
was going to answer it and say I'm busy.
Oh.
I don't know how urgent it is. It'll be.
Does that make him look a bit better? Well, I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't good, but making him look happier. Yeah, that's
no,
better.
It's all good when he was shit.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah.
No, he's not.
There's
That looks a lot
finishing
better.
appearance
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, all good. So that's the reindeer done.
do we want to flick over to
Oh,
Rosemary
God,
for
I
a
lost
bit of?
half that beating because my internet kept dropping out.
Oh, right.
Well,
Never mind. I
you're
forgot
lucky.
it.
We videoed this one, so we'll post it on Facebook after. Guys, shall we use up our last 7 minutes with some talk throughs of some things Rosemary's made?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yes. Spotlight. Okay. Your video has
Do we
been
want to turn this
spotlighted.
off?
Yep.
Yes.